Boom, 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 da. Stream is live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the party. There's a bunch of you already saying things. Hello and welcome. Before we start, if my audio is weird, let me know because I have no idea. I have a visual. It means very little to me, but that's fine. Yeah, I guess I'll get right into the stipulations for this stream. This is, I was planning on doing a mystery stream. I'll explain why that plan has gone a little south, but not fully all the way across the equator there. But standard rules apply. Just be here to have a good time. Don't get crazy in the comments, or the, not the comment, well, yeah, that too. And the chat, just behave yourselves. Be reasonable. The first 10 minutes of the stream are going to be me rambling. The rest of the stream is going to be me rambling some more, but hopefully more on topic. So the first 10 minutes is just saying hi to people. Whatever comes up, comes up. And, yeah, it's just a chance for people to shuffle on in, grab their popcorn, and sit down. If you are feeling very generous with your money and you want to donate to this channel, you may feel free to do so. If you don't want to, please don't. If it's going to create any sort of financial hardship, please don't. If you want to, if you're like, oh man, but I want to help out. I should have audio in so I can hear things. Sorry. If you're like, man, I want to help out in some way, just say nice things. Just put a thumbs up. Like this video. Subscribe if you want to, if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. We'll fight this algorithm together. I stole that from a different YouTuber. I don't know which one it was. It's fine. If you're feeling super generous and you donate $20, I have a coin flip. If you donate 20, and before anyone does that, all it gets you is this flip. That's all it does. If it is tails, nothing happens. If it is heads, I take a drink. Now, usually I take a drink of apple juice. However, this is why things have taken a turn for the south. Yeah, I'll allow that. Yesterday morning / probably last night, but mostly yesterday morning, I had a kidney stone. Very painful. Not the worst pain I've ever been in. Definitely not fun. And it's because I was not hydrating. And I was eating a lot of salty things. And looking back on it now, it was like, oh yeah, no, that was definitely the problem. So I will not be consuming apple juice, so much sugar. What I have is a big old thing of water. So, the coin flip is for my hydration. Alternatively, if you donate 20, and you certainly don't have to, and you think, let's get rid of some salt, I got this guy right here. Let's get him a little closer. I have a foot there. Someone gave me this as a gift, as a joke. It's very hilarious. I have salt. I have a waste bucket. And if you don't want me to drink water, you can say salt instead, and I'll just pour some salt out. Yeah. That's the jam for this one. That's what's happening this episode. I was thinking about doing a mystery box, but I'm not really feeling my 100%. And I have this box 1 by Neil Patrick Harris, I believe. And I really want to save that for when I'm good to go. But I do have the old mystery book, Whodunit Mysteries by Tim Didopoulos. And we've done this before. I really enjoy it. And I have a wheel of voices, because I never know which voices do. So I have well, it's stuck, but it's a bingo wheel. You spin it. It's like a cage. It has balls in it. And on those balls are written names that are starting to fade, and I will do very terrible impressions of those names, and it will be horrendous and awful, but a lot of fun, hopefully. So that's the deal. Tenkai, thank you so much, says, hey, Bacon. How's it going, Tenkai? And then Iceblade, thank you so much, says, I hear 4 Loko helps to ease that pain. I hear no, it doesn't. In fact, Mav will not be here tonight. Thank goodness. And I will not be consuming any this evening. So don't, well, this is an evening for fun and relaxation. So we are at 4 minutes, 30 seconds. I give us 6 minutes and 30 seconds left, minus a little bit. I'm going to take a little sip. I'm being generous to myself. Got to hydrate. Hydrate or die. The old army saying some of you may have heard. But yes. How's everyone doing? This is the part where we just sort of hang out before the stream. Sea shanties for $20. I could do sea shanties for $20. I could go get my guitar. Probably no Twitch later. No, unfortunately. I have to go lay down and hydrate and not move around too much, basically. Should I go get my guitar? I got time. Like, we got 4 minutes before everything starts for realsies. Linda, thank you. Now, the salt isn't going into the water. The salt's going in the bucket. We're just throwing it out. We're just wasting salt. I appreciate that, Linda. Thanks so much. Well, you know what? We'll do this right. Intense water drinking. Oh, my ukulele. I don't think it's tuned. Also, I don't know where it is. I think a friend might still have it. It's fine.
Here's to more hydration. Salt water not required.
It's much better than apple juice. Much better than apple juice. I like that a lot. Should I get my guitar? Judy, is box one, like, how difficult is it? Is it like a time-consuming thing, or is it you knock it out in an hour? That's the question. And then we wait. You know what? We'll do this. Guitar, yes. Yes to guitar. Absolutely. All right. I'll be right back. I'll grab it. Give me a second. There. All right. Hi, everyone. Oh, 8 minutes, 4 seconds. Heck yeah, stream hasn't started yet, officially. Doesn't count. Guitar. There. Now in the same room as me. I shall sip on some liquids. What'd I miss? Did I miss anything? No, nothing. We need to add another slot in Discord to record them. That actually, I'm going to do that right now. I like that, chat. It's a good idea. Boom. All right. It exists now. And we are almost... Oh, we're so close to 10 minutes. And we're at 10 minutes. Woo! Let's start. Anyway. Mystery. Oh, I forgot about that. All right. I forgot that was there. Let's see. What have we not done? Nope, that's Burl Tuck. God, I hated Burl Tuck. It's such a dumb one. Okay. Mark Jones. I'll let it because it will do the thing. I always forget about that. You guys will see. But thank you, Mark. Okay. I'm going to need at least one voice. Maybe more. Is he going to do it? Not sure it's going to do it. Or you got Bad Cockney and Dirty Harry. I don't remember what Dirty Harry sounds like. It's probably just really... No, okay, that's obviously not. It's a rounder. No, we're just going to... No. It's fine. I've forgotten what Dirty Harry sounds like. I might only need one. Is it good? Now I'm like... you know? It's still a thing. I don't know. Yeah, Dirty Harry. Is it like this? Where he's just kind of talking... about stuff. Yeah, I didn't do the song, did it? Mark, I'll sing it for you. Unless it did. I wasn't. Our Lord and Savior, Taser Daddy, P. Barnes. There you go. What just happened? That's weird. Anyway, let's start this. Let's do this. Hey, Justin B, thanks so much for being a member. Yeah, I'm alive. It was touch and go the other day. All right. Fire in the house. Inspector Parnacki stood in the roofless ruins of the burned house. It had been a compact but attractive property the day before. Now it was just so much rubble waiting to be torn down. There was no question of attempting to save the remains. A large, ugly vase had somehow survived without breaking, although the glaze had crazed nastily. And a patch of garishly cheerful living room carpet in the shape of a prone woman clearly showed where the fire's victim, Jewel Francis, had been removed from. Otherwise, everything was black and charred. The victim's husband, Tom Francis, had suffered minor smoke inhalation. Suspect. And spent the night in the hospital. He'd painted a bleak picture. Was my voice. Bad Cockney. Well, I can't believe she's gone. That'll count. No prep for it. Well, I can't believe that she's gone. It was so stupid and so like her. Gotta channel my inner Dick Van Dyke. Stepping time. There it is. I woke up coughing and smelled smoke. It must have been 1 a.m. Jewel was still asleep, but I hauled her out of bed and hurried the two of us downstairs. The kitchen, this is like not Cockney anymore, is it? It's fine. The kitchen and living room were already blazing, but we were able to dash through the hall fairly safely. No, it's definitely not Cockney anymore. I thought we'd escaped, and I remembered Dottie, our cat. Jewel shrieked, and then she was running back in. I tried to stop her, but she was too fast. I screamed for her to come back, then the door collapsed. I did too. I don't remember much else. Oh, thank God I get to stop that accent. Exiting the burnt-out home, the inspector saw the resident of the house next door and went over to speak to him. Mr. McCulley? We had Dirty Harry, right? That's right, the man said. My name is Inspector Parnacki. I understand you found Mr. Francis and contacted the fire brigade. That's right. I don't sleep so well anymore. I saw the flickering light, so I got up and looked outside. Tom's house was burning down. Keep in mind, folks, I don't remember what Dirty Harry sounds like. Okay. Anyway. I called the fire service, then went out to see if I could help. Tom was on the pavement, covered in soot. He looked stunned. When asked about his wife, he just shook his head. When the firemen came, I told them that I thought a woman was in there, but there wasn't anything they could do by then. They pulled Tom back, away from the house, and did what they could. Stopped it spreading at least. There was quite a crowd by then. I saw ambulance people take Tom off, which was a mercy. His breathing didn't sound so great. Do you know if the couple had any pets? A cat, I believe. I'd see her out in the garden from time to time. I'll keep an eye out for her. Apart from her husband, the last person to have seen Jewel Francis alive was a friend, Lulu Kirk. She lived just a few blocks away, so Parnacki strolled to her home. When she answered the door, it was obvious that she'd been crying. The inspector introduced himself and followed her through into the kitchen. Jewel was good, Inspector. It's just my voice for women. I'm so sorry. She was happy. She and Tom were getting on well, like always. Maybe he worked a bit too hard, but then most men do, in my experience. We talked about making jam and about going up to the shops. Reading is hard. Up to the shops next week, and she and Tom come round to us for dinner. How can she beat that and the sun just shining on like that as if nothing's happened? What can you tell me about Mr. Francis? Tom, he's a decent man. Polite, well-liked. Drinks wine. Gets a bit grumpy when he's tired. Likes tinkering with machinery in his shed. Lord, I don't know. He's normal. He seemed a bit more smiley the last couple of months, but he's never been the unhappy type. Thank you for your time, the inspector said. When he got back to the station, he called Officer Sullivan in. The Francis fire is almost certainly murder, not misadventure, he said. And the question is, why does Inspector Pataki suspect murder? And the hint is Burns. Yeah, I don't know where my voices were going at all. Yeah, it was going Cornish, wasn't it? I'm like, this is not right. I haven't seen a good, I think what I meant to do was that, but I didn't. I don't know what that was. I don't know. Don't worry about it. I'm drinking some water. Come on. There we go. What the? Stop that. Hey, thank you. Yeah. I told you the accents wouldn't be good. I told you. It did start getting to the Irish. All right. So, the hint is Burns. I don't know if I need to write things down. All right. A lot of rubble. No question of Texas man. Large, ugly face. Somehow survived without breaking, although the glaze has been crazed nastily. So, we know that it's going to be a very hot environment. Okay. Patrick garishly cheerful living room carpet in the shape of a prone woman clearly showed where the fire's victim, Jewel Francis, had been removed. Yes. Otherwise, everything's black and charred. So she would have been lying there while everything else was burning. She would have been very burned. What was underneath her? Maybe not so much. That probably checks out. His husband has suffered minor smoke inhalation, spent the night in hospital. Not in the hospital, just in hospital. Woke up coughing, smelled smoke. 1 a.m. Hauled Jewel out. Living room was already blazing. So there would presumably be burns to the skin. Smoke, yeah, you wouldn't have burns, right? But the living room was already blazing. It was that hot, right? A room that's blazing, it's very hot. You'd have some burns. Skin would be at least a little pink, And if the door is collapsing, and then Mr. Cully says, what if it's Mr. Cully? Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Mr. Cully saw the flickering light. Got to look outside. Tom's house was burning down. Called the fire service. Went out to see if I could help. Tom was on the pavement, covered in soot. Okay, so covered in soot, but are there no burns? So how would he get soot without being burned? Unless he was burned, but it doesn't say that, and the hint is burns. And then, you try to cover your tracks with, if you murder someone, you burn the place down to obscure the evidence. Now, our boy Tom here, likes tinkering with machinery in his shed, seemed a bit more smiley in the last couple months, but he's never been the unhappy type. I think he's having an affair. He was happy about it. His wife confronted him. He killed his wife, perhaps by accident, and then lit the place on fire. But where did this soot come from? I know, the soot came from the fire. Chat. He's on the pavement covered in soot. His breathing didn't sound great. So smoke inhalation sounds correct. I don't know, chat. Do we think that he just set the fire and that the fact that he didn't have burns on his body, although he certainly could have, and they just didn't mention it in this? Hmm. Go to the shop next week. Questions. Hey, Nick Volt. Watching the games afoot. Thank you for being a member. I mean, it feels simple. It feels too simple. James K figured it out. James K, what did he say? Affair with the cat, of course. So they believe they do have a cat. So the cat would check out. I mean, I feel like that's got to be... Why mention the vase? I think the vase is to show how hot it was in the room. That would crack the vases, the glaze in the vase. That's what I'm thinking. It feels too easy. Contact the fire brigade. Okay. Tom kills his wife by accident. They have an argument. He lights the fire, covers himself in soot, lays on the pavement. Maybe sort of stands in the room, waits for it to get hot enough that it looks like he could have escaped. The fire department then arrived, kept the fire from spreading. I'm just gonna go with that. I feel good. We're gonna go with that. I got nothing else. We're not gonna worry about it. Front of the house. Tom Francis says that after he and his wife escaped the fire, she darted back into the house and presumably back into the flaming living room, where she was overcome. The carpet beneath her is clean, however neither burnt nor ashy. That very strongly suggests that she was lying there on the floor before the room caught fire. Forensic examination revealed that her lungs contained no smoke or ash particles, making it certain that she was dead beforehand. Faced with this, Tom confessed to smothering her while she slept. He'd been having an affair and had fallen deeply in love with the other woman. Rather than risk scandal, he decided to free himself by staging the tragic death of his wife in a fire. Yeah, I got the fair part right, and I got the fact that she had been murdered and then the fire started. I didn't get who the burns applied to particularly correct, but I'll count that as a win. And guilty. All right, cool. I forgot that I'm supposed that when I lock it in, I don't have to. I just want to. Anyway, let's do another one. Death at the table. Ooh. Catherine Mays had been sitting in the kitchen with a mug of coffee and a romantic novel. Her killer had apparently come in through the back door and strangled her. Inspector Parnacki had taken a quick look at the body before it was removed and hadn't seen any obvious signs of other assault or struggle. The back door opened onto a small, tidy garden, at the rear of which was a gate to the alley beyond. The back fence hid most of the alley, but from what the inspector could make out, it looked quietly neglected. If there were signs of passage back there, Officer Sullivan would find them. The dead woman's husband, Eli Mays, was now slumped at the kitchen table. He wore an off-white sweater and a dust-streaked tan slacks. Don't worry about it. Then had been on the floor next to his wife right up until the technicians had shooed him away. He was staring off into nowhere miserably. Parnacki pulled out a chair and sat down at the table with him. Why don't you talk me through the day's events, Mr. Mays? Let's get the voices involved. All right, who we got? What's the voice? What do we have? What are we looking at? What's C-3PO? Oh, it's going to be a bad one. C-3PO is kind of... Okay, that's actually not terrible. He glanced up from his hands. What? Oh, yes, of course. We got up at 8:30 as usual. Okay, now it's degraded completely. It's just a suggestion. As usual for Sundays, and had some breakfast before church. It was a little after 10 when we got back. Kate had been on me to repaint the front porch, so I collected my stuff from the shed, mixed up a batch of royal blue undercoat, and got to it. I was just about halfway done with the undercoat when I decided I really needed a drink, and came in here to get something. Weird noise outside. Don't worry about it. The inspector nodded. The railing on the front porch had been tacky. That's when I found Kate. It must have been midday, I suppose. The back door was open, like it is now, and so was the garden gate. Why wouldn't they be? I managed to call for help, then I sat down with Kate. Sorry, weird formatting. Is the kitchen clock right? Has it really been 4 hours? Anyway, I just sat there on the floor, with her. It didn't seem right to leave her alone. Now that they've taken her away and nothing... Excuse me, I can't read. Now they've taken her away and nothing makes a lick of sense. I'm very sorry for your loss, Bernanke said. Did you see any signs of anyone while you were on the porch? No, nobody. Sundays are quiet around here. Everyone's at church or with family or just away for the day. Elton and Selma Terry from 3 doors down are off and about, but not today. Thinking about it, I did hear a thump from back in the alley at one point while I was painting, but I figured it was just a cat fooling around. Do you have any idea as to when it happened? Just between 10 and 15 and midday, more or less. After I'd been with Kate for 20 minutes, I'm afraid I finished off her coffee. It was a running joke between us that she'd never finish a hot drink. The coffee was slightly warm. That was the only moment that I left her side. Reading is hard. I understand, Inspector Bernanke said. Much as I hate to inconvenience you, Mr. Mays, I'm going to have to ask that you come with me down to the station, where we can continue our conversation. I don't understand, Mays said. Am I under arrest? If necessary. Do I need to arrest you for your wife's murder, Mr. Mays? Why does Inspector Bernanke suspect Eli Mays? Hint is movements. Let's establish a timeline. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to do this for very long. My body is like, ha, weirdo. All right. Establishing a timeline. All right. So. Woke up at 8:30 on a Sunday. That's fine. Breakfast. Got back from, don't mind me. Oop, there you go. Church at 10. Bum, bum, bum. Started painting the fence, was it? Porch. There it is. There it is. One phrase in a Boston accent, Linda. I appreciate Linda. Hold on. Gotta pack the cat over in Harvard Yard is the classic. That's all I got for you. That's it. That's all I start doing Boston. It starts going like New York or something. New York, actually. And New York's a little more forward here. And then I don't know what New Jersey is, but there's your Boston. It's not good. It's not a good Boston. Enjoy. All right. Started painting the porch. Which was tacky. I don't know how long it takes paint to dry on a porch. All right. Claims found Kate midday. 4 hours. I think it's about the heat of that cup. I'm calling it now. Come on, I'm calling it. Turn the family. He sat down. All right. Anyone see the size? Running to the porch. Something in the back alley. Oh, painting. $10:15 in midday. All right. Right. Movements. Hold on. I'll tag out of the rear. Gate of the alley beyond. The black fence hid most of the alley before the inspector could make out. Looked quietly neglected. Signs of passage back there. Officer Sullivan would find them. When did he hear the cat? He's painting. All right. Let's think about this. So, they both wake up at 8:30. You can't see this. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, probably not. They wake up at 8:30. Boom. They get back from church at 10. Our boy, I shouldn't have closed that. Let me find. I'm dumb. Look, there's a lot happening right now. Okay, that is. Eli, our boy Eli. All right. Eli starts painting the porch at around 10:15-ish. All right. Which was still tacky. Between 10:15 and midday, we'll assume that's 12, Kate would have died. Midday, again, assuming 12, our boy Eli found Kate, was with her for 20 minutes, then drank her coffee, which is still warm. Now, that coffee is not going to be still warm for much longer than I imagine, half an hour to an hour. So, that would be... I mean, that gives us our timeline being a lot closer to midday than it is to 10:15. Depends on how hot she likes her coffee. I mean, this is a McDonald's coffee. All bets are off. That's a little joke there. All right. Parnacki appears to have arrived 4 hours later, because that's how long it has been. So, painting started at 10, maybe ended around midday. Would the paint still be tacky 4 hours later? I feel like that the tacky paint. Like, would it still... Who knows about paint? Would it still be tacky 4 hours later? Let's see. Someone said something about the cat would have left paw prints. Is the porch in the front of the back? I think the porch is in the front, so I don't think the cat would have disturbed any paint. It's good to have you here, Mark. What do we think about... We get better at making coffee. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Judy. I see. I get the joke. It has the color here. It was a royal blue, was it? Yeah, royal blue undercoat. Was halfway done with the undercoat. Decided I really need a drink. Came in here to get something. That's when I found Kate. Must have been midday. Back door's open, and so was the garden gate. and the garden gate leads into the back alley. However, if someone gone through that, it would have been heard because that the garden is quietly neglected. So someone would have made noise rustling through the overgrowth. So someone couldn't have come from that back alley. So we know that the killer was coming from inside the house. Yeah. Only a killer would use royal blue primer. Come on. So I think. When did he say? Coffee was slightly warm. It's the only one I left her side. This guy's clothes. Oh, it did describe his clothes. Right, did it? Off-white sweater and dust-streaked tan slacks. Is there paint on the clothes? It doesn't say. It doesn't say there isn't. You got see the thing with this is you gotta if there's something omitted, there's a reason. There's sometimes a reason for it, or it's just because it isn't important at all. Off-white is a bold choice for painting. Royal blue. Ooh. Dust-streaked tan slacks. I've even... I got it. You wouldn't wear dust-streaked tan slacks to church. So they went to church. They get back from church. He immediately goes to the shed to grab the painting stuff. And then only leaves his wife's side after he discovers that she died to drink her coffee. Is there paint on the clothes? It doesn't say. But it does say they are dust-streaked slacks, which you would not wear to church. Presumably he changed into those after church. Let me confirm. Collect my stuff in the shed. Yeah. He killed her on the porch. He had blood on him. The porch had blood on him. No, sorry, it was strangulation, wasn't it? He strangled her. Why would he change? All right, hold on. All right. No obvious signs of other assault or struggle, just strangulation. So maybe she tore his clothes when he was strangling her from behind. Or the coffee spilled on him. And he said, I just drank it. He had to change clothes. And then he had to come up with an alibi of why he wasn't in there when the strangulation happened. So he went to paint the porch. However, it had not dried yet. Huh? Come on. That feels pretty good. I feel pretty good about that. I think that's what happened. Right? Looking at you, chat. I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know, Mav. I'm drinking water. I got water. That's what we're drinking tonight. I had a kidney stone on, what day is it? Yeah, Thursday morning. Like morning. Early morning. And so Rennie is not allowing me to consume any Four Loko. And I was like, I'm not drinking apple juice because it's too much sugar. And who knows what that'll do. So we're just hydrating because that was the problem. And I'm not 100%. I'm feeling a little under the weather because kidney stones, they're rough. Not as bad as I thought it would be. But I feel like, because there has to be a reason to change clothes. She was strangled from behind, and she's drinking her coffee. She throws the coffee. He's got to get rid of that clothing. But at no point in the story did he ever go. He even says, the only time I left my wife's side was drink her coffee. Gives a reason for there to be no coffee. I'm locking that one in. We're doing it. It's happening. All right. All right. Death at the table. Maze is wearing pale clothing with no hint of paint specks. I'll give me that one. But it's quite firm that he came straight from painting his porch to sitting beside his wife's body. It's highly likely that he's either lying about painting the porch that morning or about not having changed clothes. He later confessed to murdering his wife after an argument on their return from church. He staged the scene to look like an intruder and went to do the painting that would establish his alibi. Once he'd raised the alarm, he absentmindedly changed back into something more comfortable before going to wait for the police to arrive. I mean, the coffee thing was also a good shot, right? Like, that was good. That was a solid... it could have been in there. Got it right, though. We did it. I'm a genius. Also, someone else said clothing. It's good. It's good. So, they're also geniuses. Blam! Also, hi, Mav. And Linda, I don't know if I thanked you, but thank you. But Mav says, here off and on, if this special leaves me alone, are you drinking tonight? Ah, I see. Yes, that's how that came about. You guys wanted some shanties. I could do a shanty for you if you wanted. I might not do another... I might do one more mystery. But a shanty first? Chat? How dost we feel? I'm hearing shanty. Okay. Let's see. See shanties. What shanties do we want? We could do something that isn't Wellerman. We could do Wellerman. I mean, as if I know all of the shanties. Oh, Lee for Johnny. The one I did yesterday. What is this one? What's a shanty? It's like it's a thing you sing like on a ship. It keeps the times while you're doing work. There are a lot of shanties I don't know. Huh. Should we do the Drunken Sailor? That is Bear's Private Tears. I don't know if I know that one. Oh, Sudi, that was great. The problem was there was that delay, so it just was horrendous on it. Bear's Private Tears. I don't know that one, unfortunately. After the stream, if you drop a comment, I can try to learn that bad boy. All right, Drunken Sailor. It's an easy one. So, yes. Are you still tuned? Ooh. Sounds pretty tuned. All right. Ooh. Like, that's weird. I mean, I can do it, but it's weird. Hold on. That'll do. All right. All right. I got auto scroll on. It's weird. Picking a strumming pattern. What shall we do it down there? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Oh, way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. It's not scrolling fast enough. That's all right. Put him in the longboat till he's over. Put him in the longboat till he's over. Put him in the longboat till he's over. Early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Early in the morning. Speeding it up. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning. The heck is that? Pull out the plug and wet all over. What? All right. Put him in the Belgian, make him drink it. Put him in the Belgian, make him drink it. Put him in the Belgian, make him drink it. Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning. I'm singing like a drunken sailor, says Serenity. Put it in the longboat till he's sober. Oh, I got you. Put him in the longboat till he's sober. I need to play the right chords. It's rated shanty. I don't know if I know any. Audio's cutting. Oh, well, that sounds like a you problem. All right. I don't know. I mean, this is kind of like a thing. Offer just. I should probably figure out what key I'm in before I start singing. For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one more line to the land so wild and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Like that. Westward from the David Strait is there set to lie. That's not actually, I don't actually know that part. I know the first part because I like the first part. All right, what else we got? Someone requested this once upon a time. I'll do another one. Let's do another one. I got a guitar out here. Why not? I mean, I'll take requests that aren't shanties as well, folks. Oh, the times were hard and the wages low. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. I guess it's time for us to go, and it's time for us to leave her. Beware these packet ships, I say. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. They'll steal your stores and clothes away, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow when it's time for us to leave her. Not sure about this transcription of it. What's the good choice? What's Lisa choosing? Friends in Low Places? Wild Mountain Time. Are you talking like Scarborough Fair Wild Mountain Time? No, that's Rosemary. What? Wild Mountain Time. Hold on. Hold on. There's a lot of that. I don't know if I know this one. But we can go through the traditional music. Miscellaneous traditional. I probably know very few of these. Friends in Low Places. Kermit. Yeah, I could do one as Kermit. Brandy by a Looking Glass. I don't know. I don't know every... You know, I tell you, there are a lot of things I just don't know the names of. Or know how to know the melodies, too. The Unicorn. Oh, the Irish Rovers has a good one. I know I've heard the Unicorn. I don't know if I remember how to sing the Unicorn. But I know I remember this one. Spanish ladies. Spanish ladies. Thank you,
ladies.
All right, there's your. All right, Spanish ladies. We're looking this one up. Spanish ladies sea shanty.
Farewell and adieu to you, Spanish lady.
Do.
Farewell and adieu.
dark.
As we'll rant and we'll roar.
Give me a second.
You Spanish ladies, farewell and adieu. To you ladies of Spain, for we've received orders but to sail for old England. But we hope in a short time to see you again. We'll rant and
Well, I feel like it should be minor then, but it's written in major, and that's wrong. There we go. Farewell and adieu to you Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. Oh, we've received orders for to sail for old England, and we may never see you fair ladies again. You check this one again.
like true British sailors, we'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. All you shanties silly is very
Ladies of Spain, we've received orders to sail for old England, and never see you fair ladies again. We'll just make it up. All right. Farewell to you Spanish ladies, farewell and to you ladies of Spain, for we've received orders for to sail on old England, and we may never see you fair ladies again. It's close. It's not right. It's close. We'll rant and we'll roar like true sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of England. Ocean to Sicily, it's 35 leagues. Yeah, that'll work. I don't know this one. You could probably tell. We hove our ship to the winds from the southwest. We hove our ship to deep soundings to take. It was 45 fathoms with a white sandy bottom. So we squared our main yard and up channel did steer. Give you one more. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar like on the seas. Reading would help. Until we strike soundings on the channel of Old England. From Ocean to Sicily, it's 35 leagues. Blood on the risers. Blood on the risers I'll do. Thank you, Iceblade. Yes. All right, how badly did I butcher that one, James? It was not good. It was good, bad. It was fine. Blood on the risers I can absolutely do. It's a good one. Ooh, it's D7. What is this? What the heck is this chord? Oh. He was just a rookie trooper, and he surely shook with fright. He checked all of his equipment and made sure his back was tight. He had to sit and listen to those awful, there it is, awful engine roar. You ain't gonna jump no more. Sorry, it's a classic. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Oof, I'm sorry. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. Is everybody happy? Cried the sergeant looking up. Our hero feebly answered yes, and then they stood him up. He jumped into the icy blast, hit static line unhooked, and he ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. Where's my favorite one? There's one I've heard, and I don't think it's in here. He landed on the tarmac like a lump of strawberry jam. That's just my favorite line from it. I don't think it's in this one. All right, what else we got, folks? What else we got? I've never played these ones before, by the way. You can probably tell. B7, huh? I've learned the chord. All right, let's get struck by Disney. E7, there it is. Now I'm the king of swingers, oh, and Uncle VIP. I've reached the top and can't stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub and stroll right into town and be just like the other man. I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, me too. I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you too. You'll see it's true and ape like me and learn to be a human too. Don't try to kid me, man cub. I made a deal with you. I'll do it as Christopher Walken. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dream come true. Now give me the secret, man cub. Come on, clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red flower so I can be like you. Oh. It's the new... Anyway. I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you too. You see it's true. And someone like me can learn to be someone like you. Take me home, daddy. Can learn to be someone like you. One more time. Can learn to be someone like you. I have fun with that one. Nothing struck by Disney, but they might, after hearing that, like, we gotta get out of here. It's too good. Or too bad. Too bad that you all had to hear that. Ho! Alright, do we have any other things? It's like the whacking, you know, it's... I do what I can to, you know... Oh, LJ sings. You missed the part where we're just singing, I Want to Be Like You from the Jungle Book. It's Christopher Walken. Now I'm trying to kid me, man cub. I made a deal with you. Okay, it just got weird. What I desire was man's red fire to make my dream come true. I was in the heat of it. I did it in the heat of it. I can't do it now, apparently. It was just, God, thank God that I don't have to do it again. Brandy. Brandy, you're a fine girl. That one? You want Brandy Looking Glass? Is that one you're thinking? Because I don't think I know that one. We're talking about Red Hot Chili Peppers Brandy. I also don't know that one. Ma Cowbell, you know. Brandy, you're a fine girl. Ba-da-boo-boo, ba-da-boo. Mechanics, heave away. I assume you're talking about the shanty. I also don't know this one. Wait. Maybe. No, don't know that one. All right, wait. One more song. Irish Rovers have some fun ones. Ooh. There's also this. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. This might be fun. Can I play this? I don't know A sharp. So B. Rachel, hey, good to have you here. We're just what I miss. I've been doing my wine / clean, and I feel I need to be cut up. We're just singing songs. That's basically it. All right, B. Let me just. Not convinced I have it right. I don't. It's there. It is. No, I'll say that one for a different time. All right, if you know it, I need you to sing along, and then we'll do one more mystery, I think. I've been a wild rover for many a year. I've spent all me money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with golden gray sword, and I never will play the wild rover no more, and it's no nay. Is that right? I'm not sure that's right. No nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the one rover. No, never, no more. I went to an alehouse. I used to. Sorry, getting up there. My voice is what it should be right now. I went to an alehouse I used to frequent. There it is. And I told the lady my money was spent. I asked her for credit. She answered me nay. That's a customer as yours I can get any day, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I pay the wild rubber. No, never, no more. Well, it'd be helpful if I could sing and play at the same time. I don't know the Chunk of Scots, but I appreciate Ice, but thank you. Oh, okay, so I can't sing right now, apparently, because I gotta hydrate. That's been the problem. Oh, here's a... Okay, hold on. Oh, maybe one more, because this is a fun one. Oh, what is it? That's not right. Yeah. Can I play it? It always seems more quiet in the dark. It always feels so stark. How silence grows under the moon. Constellations gone so soon. I used to think that I was bold. There it is. I used to think a phone call. Think that love would be fun. Now all my stories have been told, except for one. As the stars start to align, I hope you take it as a sign that you will be okay. Everything will be okay. And if the 7 rings collapse, although this day may be my last, you will be okay. When I'm gone, you'll be okay. And when creation goes to die, you can find me in the sky upon the last day, and you will be okay. It's a good one. If I could sing it, then it'd be better. You can tell my voice is going because it's down here now. You got all bump it up, boop it up. All right. Jurassic Park animated series. That's canon of the movies. What? I love it. All right. Do we want one more mystery before I sign out of here? Oh, Record the Edmund. Okay, well, I have to do some of the Record the Edmund Fitzgerald. I don't even need to type it in. I know it. I know it. Legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the lake. Big lake they call Gitchigumi. The lake it is said never gives up her tip. The skies of November turn with a load of iron ore 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed out. The captain and crew were a bone to be chewed. Gales in November came early. All right, let me actually look up the lyrics to that. And then I can actually sing it and not try to remember off the top of my head. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchigumi. The lake it is said never gives up her dead when the skies in November turn gloomy. Playing a little fast, I'm sorry. Load of iron ore 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with the crew and the captain well seasoned, including in some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. And later that night when the ship spelled rain, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind and the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait, and the gale of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed ya." At 7 p.m. my mate hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." My captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Went on this one. Does anyone know when the love of... Does anyone know when the love of God goes, when the wage in a minute's 2 hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, or they might have capsized, and they may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names, the wives and the sons and the daughters. Hold on, I'll do one. Come on, gotta do one more. I love this one. I haven't played this in a good long time, so bear with me. Right here on Roll, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice-water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's streams, and the islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in like what Lake Erie can center. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, and the gales in November remember. I could say the right words, that'd be great. That's one more lyric. Let's do one more verse. We'll go through the entire thing. That's better. In the musty old hall in Detroit they prayed, in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. A church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man of the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitche Gumee. Superior, they said, never give up her dead when the gales of November come early. All out. Sorry, I'm not in peak performing form. You know how it is. All right, we're gonna drink this. All right, one more mystery, folks. One more mystery. Look, you can't just throw record the Edmund Fitzgerald at me and expect me not to do it. Oh, such a classic. All right, the last mystery of the evening. Triple tackle. What are you talking about? You got me. Good enough for you? Nah, hope you're okay though. All right. Let's get some terrible impressions going. I've been prepped. I feel like I haven't done this in so long, which is probably because I haven't done this in so long. Boop. And we're rolling. All right, there's. Come on, come on there now. Oh, you. Oh, I dropped one. That's all right. I've caught it in my legs. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. And all right, we got 3. What are the 3? We have another C3PO. I'm not doing C3PO again. That's so bad. We got California Surfer Dude, man. Oh, nice. Gnarly, dude. And Shaggy. Wasn't me. Not that Shaggy. Other Shaggy. Different Shaggy. All right, we got a new one. What do we got? Irish. We gonna do a terrible Irish for us now. All right, California Surfer, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Oh boy, that's gonna be rough. And Irish. Perfect. I've lost my place. Of course I have. Of course I have. What do I do when I run out of these mysteries? There better be more of these. You know. There are. There are. Don't worry about it. There definitely are. And we have plenty more to do. Here we go. Stanley's narrow escape. Hitchbot. That's good. Anyone win the Powerball right then? Anyone? It's Hitchbot's joke. I just stole it. Annabelle Voss was clearly still in shock. Wait, all right. Are these all female voices or are they male voices? Damn. They're female. It's fine. We just won't use those voices. Or we could. No, it's fine. Annabelle Voss was clearly still in shock when her butler Henderson Sorry, it's written weirdly. When her butler, Henderson, showed Miss Miller to her drawing room, she got up, smiled, and invited her in, then called Henderson by his predecessor's name and burst into tears. Did, like, the old butler die? What? Miss Miller comforted her friend while Henderson quietly went to fetch a pot of tea. It's unimaginable, Annabelle said. Some foul beast actually creeping in here and trying to kidnap Stanley away. Ooh, it just doesn't. This sort of thing just doesn't. She trailed off, whimpering. Oh, how is he? Oh, he's fine, of course. You know how 7-year-olds are. Everything seems to bounce straight off. I'm the only one who's turned into a nervous wreck. It was Jetty and Selma who saved him. Well, what exactly happened, Annabelle? Stanley was upstairs, playing with Selma. Gustav is on a business trip, but he's cutting it short. He'll be back this afternoon. I was in here taking advantage of a very rare moment of silence to do some sketching. The piece was broken by the most god-awful shrieks suddenly, and several loud crashes followed by quick, thudding footsteps. I dashed up the stairs a few paces in front of Henderson and found Selma and Jetty crying and hugging Stanley. Some masked thug had burst in and tried to grab him. Jetty had begun screaming while Selma pelted the intruder with anything that came to hand. An urn, some decorative plates, an ashtray, that sort of thing. Then she found the poker and actually went for him, and he fled. He jumped out of a hall window into the rhododendrons and ran off. The police took his description. I wonder what the neighbors think. I'm sorry. Police took his description and helped us find a reliable firm. So we have a very capable-looking man with Stanley and Selma now, but they don't think the kidnappers will try again. Horrible, Miss Miller said. Sorry. Horrible, Miss Miller said. The tea had arrived by that point, and she took a deep swig. How did this fellow get in? I assume he didn't just waltz through the front door. Well, no, quite. If anyone... This is actually less Miss Doubtfire. Actually, it might be more Miss Doubtfire. It's... In my brain, it's a really terrible Professor McGonagall. If that makes sense to, it's just a terrible Professor McGonagall. Actually, it's not. I didn't even think Miss Doubtfire. She did say masked. I was wondering that as well. I was like, well, how did he get a description of him? I mean, there's height and there's hair, whatever. It's fine. All right. I didn't walk to the front door. Well, no, quite. The police didn't find any signs of a first entry. Henderson would have had let him in the front, and I'd have heard the door anyway. That leaves the kitchen door, but the terrace door... Excuse me, I can't read. That leaves the kitchen door, the terrace door, or the French windows at the back. But Mrs. James was in the kitchen all afternoon, and Arlene was cleaning in the ballroom, which is where the terrace leads to. So they think it must have been the French windows. Maybe he had a way to unlatch them. It's rough. It's rough. Big red buttons when things are wrong. It's fun. We have fun here. Miss Miller frowned. Perhaps we should just have a little look. If you think it might help, Annabelle said doubtfully. That was not a doubtful way of saying that. Oh, if you think it might help. There it is. Nodding, Miss Miller led her friend outside. The terrace was clear of furniture, the stones sparkling lightly in the morning sun. The large folding doors to the ballroom were closed. Annabelle produced a small silver key and unlocked them. Miss Miller tugged on one, and it slid smoothly open. "I suppose I'll have to get used to keeping these closed," Annabelle said. "We'd rather rely on the terrace doors for ventilation in the summer." "Shame," Miss Miller said. The kitchen door was sturdy and functional rather than attractive. Cobwebs covered its upper reaches. I feel like that's boring. Annabelle knocked on it, and then after the loud, heavy clunking of a key turning and a bolt shooting back, the cook pulled the door open, rendering a number of spiders suddenly homeless. It's good. It's clever. "Ma'ams," she said, looking suspiciously from... Oh, sorry, different cook. "Ma'ams." It's the voice now. She said, looking suspiciously from Annabelle to Miss Miller and back. Miss Miller smiled at her. "Do you typically keep this door closed, Mrs. James?" The cook snorted. "Of course, ma'am. Don't want no young rascal sneaking into the pantry and making off with my cakes." This lady's a smoker. Annabelle smiled. "It only happened twice, as I recall." "That's before I started locking and bolting this door, ma'am." Annabelle's smile flickered over the cook's studiously ferocious face. "Need to get up early to put one over on Celeste James, so you do." "Sorry to have disturbed you," Miss Miller said. "Ma'am," said the cook, nodding regally. The door closed. I just do this because it entertains me. I'm glad it entertains other people as well. The cook closed again and the door was closed again and was allowed to resealed. The French windows at the back of the house opened out from the long hall, providing access to the gardens. They were sealed tight with the keyhole on the outside, but no handles. Miss Miller peered at the metal keyhole plate, but there was no sign of scratching or other damage. She stood back up and was looking at the doors thoughtfully when Henderson walked past inside. A quick knock on the doors and a gesture sent him off to get the key, and a moment later he was back. He unlocked the French windows and pushed them open with a piercing squeal of tortured wood. Oh, now we get to use one of the voices. "Well, my deepest apologies," he said. "The frames warp in the spring, and the door's going to be screechy. Mr. Voss and I have discussed shaving the bottoms of the doors, but he feels that a winter draft would be the greater evil. I have taken the liberty of refreshing your teas." Annabelle thanked him, and the ladies re-entered the house. As they made their way to the drawing room, Miss Miller glanced around to make sure they were alone and said, "We need to speak to the police, Annabelle. I think your kidnapper had someone on the inside. Who does Miss Miller suspect, and why?" So the hints is doors. All right. So, let's review. Ozzy. "Oh, I was just doing some music over here with my band." I don't know if that's what Ozzy sounds like. I feel like it might be close-ish. All right. Stanley was upstairs playing solo like Goose off with a business trip. He's cutting it short. Back this afternoon. Peace was broken by the most god-awful shriek suddenly, and several odd crashes followed by quick thudding footsteps. All right, cool. Someone tried to grab Stanley. Jumped out of the hall window. All right, so how did this intruder get into the first place? And you think, well, he jumped out of the window. He might have come in through the window, but apparently not. No sign of forced entry, which is, yeah, seems indicative of maybe someone on the inside. Oh, I didn't do any of this. Oh, well. All right, so the kitchen door, terrace door, French windows at the back. Miss James was in the kitchen all afternoon. Arlene was cleaning the ballroom, which is where the terrace leads to. So it must have been the French windows. However, the French windows are very squeaky. Very, very squeaky. So it couldn't. People would have noticed. You would have heard that squeak. So it couldn't have been that. There is the kitchen door, but it has cobwebs, so that wasn't open. That leaves the terrace door. And who was near the... Who was near the terrace? That would be... Hold on. Arlene. I think Arlene let this person in. These are obviously rich people. They have a ballroom. They have money. Ransom? Arlene wanted in on it? Huh? What do we think? Molly Mock Tea Leaf. Who's Molly Mock Tea Leaf? I'm Googling it. Oh, Critical Role. I do love Critical Role. I don't deal with Critical Role a lot, but I love their shenanigans in like little YouTube clips I see. Can I help you? It's fine. All right. I think. Oh, Arlene made sure to get the new butler hired. They're in cahoots to steal the family blind. Yes. What happened to the old butler? Did it say? I mean, it has to be the ballroom. I think, unless someone else has a theory, I'm going to lock in Arlene at the ballroom. Keep an eye on chat here. Who's the person the answer? You're genius, Linz. Genius. Someone from the Navy did it? I mean, fair. Navy, am I right? Am I right? All right. But does anyone else think that it wouldn't be that? Because there are 3 doors. There's the French windows. They're too squeaky. There's the kitchen door, but there were cobwebs. So it wouldn't have been open. So it had to be the ballroom. Oh, fair, Valerie. It's fair. Well, I'm going to lock it in because Chad's just, Chad doesn't want to, can't be the kitchen. All right, Judy's on it. Yeah. Can't be the French windows. All right, James, this is your fault if it's wrong. We're locking it in. It's happening. Here we go. All right, Stanley's narrow escape. Given that the house was unusually silent, it is unlikely that the intruder used the French doors without alerting Annabelle Voss. The kitchen doors might be possible to open, or might not, but the buildup of cobwebs on the outside of the door suggests that it's been at least a couple of days since it has last been used. The front door would have alerted Annabelle, according to her own statement, so the intruder must have come through the terrace door. As we're told, it would have been impossible to get in through the ballroom without Arlene's knowledge. The implication is that she was in on it! I almost dropped that. It's fine. She was later arrested for conspiracy and gave up the kidnappers. Her cousin was part of a small gang in return for consideration in sentencing. We're the best. We're the best, folks. We're so good at this. It's almost like I did this professionally. Bam! Doing another one just because we can. Just because we can. Why not? Because I want to. This is fun. I love these streams. I really do. They are not my more popular streams, but I do enjoy it, and I enjoy hanging out with you guys. So I definitely want to do more of these in the future. I might do one that's not on a Friday. I might do one in the morning for people across the pond. You know? We'll see. I can't promise anything, but I think I should. All right. Before I get out of here, do we have any last-minute things? Any thoughts? I barely needed this. I need this for one thing. So easy. Such easy mysteries. You guys enjoy it too. I like to hear it. I do. We didn't pour out any salt. It's good. That's what we say. Cheers to the morning. What? I have additional questions on what's going on in the chat. Cormit, you want to make an appearance? You do? Okay. He's coming up. Hold on. A little sleepy. He hasn't been up for a while. You good? Oh, I'm good. All right. Stand by. Let me see if I can. Nope. Why are you a problem? There we go. All right. Now, if you don't mind me. Linda! Hey, thank you, Linda. behind the scenes. I mean, I don't know why this was the way it was, but that should be good. Nope. Nope. Oh. Kermit, get up here. All right, I'm getting up there. Hold on. What do you want? I was sleeping. I was doing my thing over there. I was just hanging out. I was relaxing on a shelf. Come grab a shelf. I'm sorry about that. You should be out. Give me a log or something. I live in a swamp. Yeah, that's my bad. It is my bad. I do apologize. You should. That's fine. Okay, listen. You want to go back? No? Okay, then mind your business. Eat it, dude. Okay, well, Kermit's got to go. He's feeling a little testy. All right. Excuse me. Careless whisper. Okay, hold on. I kind of have to, don't I? Kermit, will you forgive me and come back? You're all right. Okay. Just a little bit. It's fine. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. You good? No. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's your fault, dude. I think I'm gonna go back to the shelf. I mean, it's better over there. Okay, it's fine. Well, you got some of it. Kermit's not feeling it today. Maybe because I insulted him a little bit. Making him live on the shelf. It's fine. But yes. All right. With that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for stopping by for my shenanigans. I know it's weird things we do here. But I do love it. So, hoping to put out an actual video. Wow, an actual video this week, this coming week. Hooray! And with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being so wonderful. And until the next time, be good, stay safe.